This is TBK Nationwide Series, Round 2, the Auto Club 250 at the Auto Club Motor Speedway in Fontana, California. Covey Moore won the pole, Brendan Langlois was second, and then Adji, Toe, and Watts rounding out the top five. Moore got a great jump on the start and would lead the first lap, and as here is a new driver, well, for this season new, he's had over 40 years of experience, and it's Ryan Wilson of Scotland in that 89 Racing for Jesus Chevy. Adji would take the lead from Moore with Mike Sarley behind him, and then it was Hetzel challenging Moore with Adji and Sarley behind them. And then caution 1, lap 5. Catterberg, Nicholson, Tortoni, and Bergman all get in a four-wide mess, and then Catterberg and Bergman get spun. Catterberg would have almost no damage, while Bergman would be impaired for the rest of the race. On the restart, you see a couple cars trying to fan out, and Joey Adji took the lead. Or, no, he didn't take it, he had it, so Covey Moore immediately dive-bombs him going into one, though, and Mike Sarley continues to follow. Here's some contact between Paul Smith, George Treppy, and Chris Wetz. How that wasn't a caution, I'll never know. And then Hetzel and Chris Pettit became contenders, with Pettit getting around Hetzel going into turn 3. And then it was still a dogfight, and it became a three-way with Adji, Pettit, and Hetzel, Moore, and Sarley still looking to capitalize on anything that happens between these three. As you see here, Sarley manages to get up to second. He would try to take the lead into turn 2 a few laps later, but Hetzel was so strong in this race. Almost no one could pass him. And then here, Bergman gets in the way. Here you see Moore, Giacchi, Adji, and Pooh all get stuck behind him. This would not help Adji, as he would get stuck pretty much he would end up tail-end Charlie. You see Wilkes, Kent, Kiros, Alphen, Stell all passing him, and Bergman. Tommy Toe here, you see he slides up into Mike Sarley. We don't know if that was intentional or not. It better not be. He's on probation. But Toe would make up for it and help Sarley get around Hetzel. Finally, Sarley had tried a few times, and then the two Braun cars got together with Josh Chin. That was incidental. Dog got loose, and here that might not have been might just have been him not paying attention. Caution 2, lap 39. Simon Topham spins with Scotty Nicholson. He got contact with Shane Gardner. And then everyone comes down pit road, with Hetzel taking the lead and Bergman on the inside a lap down, with Toe in second. Here comes Sarley through the middle with Bergman and Pettit, and then Wilson was moving his way up through the top, up into the top 10. The 89 actually had a decent car, and then Toe and Hetzel started to break away from Sarley and the rest of them. But then, caution 3, lap 52. Leon Davis, Spenny Tortoni, they get together, you see here. And then Davis drifts back up into Tortoni and gets turned hard head first into the outside turn 3 wall. And we have no clue on Davis's medical condition or whether or not he's hurt. That was not a good hit on the wall. And then here's Ben Alphen, his onboard camera. Tortoni comes down trying to get to the pits. Alphen tries going low, realizes he shouldn't, and then he collides with the 01. Incidental contact there. Don't expect any penalties. Once again, Hetzel leads on the restart. And you see Bergman on the inside. Toe, Pettit. And then you see Sarley, Adji, Wilson. Here Adji and Wilson going up to the front. This is for 3rd, 4th, and 5th with Josh Chen, and then there was another caution on lap 59. Ben Alphen and Shane Gardner. Gardner drifts up into Alphen and takes a hard ride on the wall. Both drivers would get out under their own power, even though Gardner was kind of limping. Bad break for the 89. He cut a tire under yellow. And then on the restart, it was Hetzel. Look at they go 4 wide with the lap car of Bergman. And then Josh Chin had a strong run going into 2. And then Chin would, the next lap, I believe, would come out the leader. But then Spinny Tortoni's limping car would prove havoc for the rest of the field. Hetzel gets by, Pettit gets by, Adji gets by, but Chin, Langlois, they'd all be stuck in the back of the field now, and then Andre Giacchi would be one of the drivers to benefit, along with Wilkes and Moore, and Topham had to make an unscheduled pit stop, but he was already in the back of the field. This was in the final lap. This was Pettit trying to get on the outside of Hetzel. Hetzel has none of that. And then on the final lap, Chris Pym gets turned by Joe Daw in turn 2. Daw would continue. Pym would not be able to. Pym was okay, though. And then coming out of turn 4, here comes Hetzel leading. There's a 3-way race between Giacchi, Pettit, and Adji. And so coming to the line, it's David Hetzel winning his first career race. And, well, look, there's Tortoni again. And here's our top 10. Hetzel, Pettit, a nice run, second 1 week and first the other. Joey Adji, Andre Giacchi, Tommy Toe would get 5th. Covey Moore, our pole sitter, 6th. Philip Wilkes, a much-deserved 7th. Ryan Wilson in his first start finishes 8th. Paul Smith, 9th. And Woody Watts rounds out the top 10. Next week, it's the DarcyF1.net 250 at Carbondale Motor Speedway.